This is the BSC Football Review with head coach Eddie Garfinkel, an inside look at Birmingham Southern football. Brought to you by Pepsi, always refreshing. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. When your health care is protected, you can focus on being you. The Greater Birmingham Convention and Visitors Bureau. Dreamland Barbecue. Ain't nothing like 'em nowhere. Express Oil Change and Service Center. Turn to us. America's First Federal Credit Union. Refreshingly unbank-like. Southeast Urgent Care at Fultondale, providing healthcare needs for BSC athletes. Tire Engineers. If we don't take care of our customers, someone else will. St. Vincent Sports Medicine, taking care of the healthcare needs of BSC athletics. Alabama Power, always on. And by Limbaugh Toyota, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.
Hello everyone, I'm Landrum Roberts. On this week's edition of the Birmingham Southern Football Review, we'll recap the win at Division I Stetson, and we'll take a peek behind the curtain to see how the Panthers travel while they're on the road. We'll break down last week's game versus nationally ranked Wesley and sit down and chat with head coach Eddie Garfinkel. We'll have player interviews and highlights and much more on this week's edition of the BSC Football Review.
Embrace your past, but live for now. Now put your arm on this, 'cause I put it.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters. From Emily's tonsils, Duke's torn rotator cuff, Annie's torn ligament, to Sherry's cancer treatments. That's why we've created our website, hcralabamablue.com, to help you understand the new healthcare reform requirements and how they may affect you. We invite you to sign up for updates and join in the conversation. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters.
What can you do to remind yourself to stay safe around power lines? While this solution may seem a bit impractical, having this type of picture in your mind is a good idea.
Visualize the potential danger. Stay at least 10 feet away from overhead power lines.
If you have to work closer than 10 feet, call us before you start. Remember, the best way to stay safe around power lines is to stay alert and stay aware.
Back in 1958, Big Daddy John Bishop opened Dreamland Barbecue with his signature recipe for sauce and hickory fire grilled ribs. And that legendary taste and recipe have remained unchanged for over half a century. Dreamland now serves everything from ribs to pulled pork and chicken to sausage links and still uses that famous sauce. Come in as customers and leave as family at Dreamland. Ain't nothing like 'em nowhere.
My name's Cameron Budges. I'm number 16 for the Panthers. I play Sam linebacker here. I'm from Calhoun, Georgia. I played at Calhoun High School. The D-line's been doing a great job this year. We've been a little inconsistent, but D-line's really exploded off the ball and created a new line of scrimmage, which helps us out as linebackers to be able to help in the running game and also help them with a couple sacks in the passing game. The defense here, we've had a couple turnovers, a couple interceptions and fumble recoveries. And I think part of the reason for that is everybody would fly around in the football, everybody Gators would get after them aggressively. And when we do that, everybody's getting to the ball and making big plays from that. And if one person's missing it, another person's making it. So I think the turnovers really help. That really helps with the turnovers. Well, having Coach Garfinkel as the head coach and the defensive coordinator really steps up our game as a defense. He brings a lot of intensity and expects a lot out of us, and we do what we can to make sure we do everything right. Currently majoring in biology, where I plan to get a master's and a PhD in fisheries management, where I look to work for a fisheries organization or continue my career in academia as a professor. I believe Birmingham Southern is a great place to come to school. I know one of the biggest things for me is the student to faculty ratio. Here I think it's 13-to-1 students to professors, which really allows for a great relationship with professors. I know I can go to a professor anytime and ask them a question or get some help on any problem I might have, and they're always there to help. And it's just a great atmosphere for that, and they always want to see you do your best.
Welcome back to the BSC Football Review. Landrum Roberts along with Panther head coach Eddie Garfinkel. Coach, 2 weeks ago you had a great opportunity to go on the road. You take on a Stetson team, a Division I team down in DeLand, Florida. Great atmosphere, 14,000 fans. I know it was exciting for you and your program.
Yeah, it really was. Our guys, we don't get to play in front of that many people, and they're a first-class operation. They are Division I all the way. Of course, they're starting non-scholarship 1AA football, but it's definitely a step above, a level above us, and so it turned into be a good trip since we won the football game.
Yeah, and going down to a place like Stetson, taking your team, logistically, what kind of challenges does that present for you and your staff?
Well, the big thing was it was a night game, and it was 7 o'clock at night, so there's no way we could have traveled. We didn't want to travel all through the night, so basically we figured out a way to stay in actually Ocala, Florida, and found hotels and meals and all that, and then kind of bussed over the day of the game, and then bus back and stayed in Ocala, and then drove back Sunday. So it broke the trip up, and I think that was a big part of it. We did a good job of planning the logistics, and the guys were ready to play.
Well, not only when you go that far, you love coming back with a victory, and your Panthers did that, 49-34. The offense turns the ball over 4 times, but defensively, you get 6 turnovers, 2 of which you take back for scores, almost 500 yards of total offense for your offense. Pretty good night down in Florida.
Well, it was. Offensively, we've got to eliminate those turnovers and plus the scores, and that cost us. And then defensively, we finally settled down. We were playing some young guys and gave up some big plays early, but second half, we kept them out of the end zone, and it turned into a good defensive performance.
Well, it comes at a price. You lose your all-conference tailback from a year ago, Joe Moultrie. He goes down with a knee injury. Tough for your team, but you got to have guys step up behind him.
Yeah, losing Joe, just basically you feel bad for Joe. So he's such a good person, and that definitely hurt us. But Isaac Nichols did a good job, and then actually we had moved Tedre to defense, and we had to kind of emergency move him back to tailback during that game. So we've had some injuries, but hopefully we have some guys who can come in and replace Joe and do just as good a job.
All right, when we come back, we'll break down the game this past weekend versus nationally ranked Wesley College. All that and more as the BSC Football Review continues right after this.
Embrace your past, but live for now. Now put your arm on this, 'cause I put it.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters. From Emily's tonsils, Duke's torn rotator cuff, Annie's torn ligament, to Sherry's cancer treatments. That's why we've created our website, hcralabamablue.com, to help you understand the new healthcare reform requirements and how they may affect you. We invite you to sign up for updates and join in the conversation. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. We cover what matters.
With the new mobile deposit feature through the America's First banking app, depositing a check is easier than posting a latte pic. Just photograph the check, confirm the amount, and send. Best of all, mobile deposit is free at America's First Federal Credit Union.
We've all been to one of those places where they're just making it up as they go along, causing problems rather than fixing them, and charging an arm and a leg. Just ask Coach Bowden.
Hey, don't let that monkey touch my car.
For 64 years, Birmingham families have trusted the professionals at Tire Engineers for the best prices on tires and ASE certified service on their vehicles with no fine print or gimmicks.
Don't monkey around with your car. Go to Tire Engineers.
Visit one of our 7 area locations today.
The big time savings event this week at Limbaugh Toyota. Camry Special Luxury Edition package, only $18,888. Automatic and leather, no charge. Limbaugh Toyota, big time. $18,888. Camry Special Luxury Edition package, $18,888. With automatic and leather, no charge. Limbaugh Toyota, exit 120 off I-59 West.
I'm Sam Vermillier. I'm number 2. I'm a receiver here at Birmingham Southern. I went to high school in Monroeville, Alabama at Monroe Academy. More probably of a deep threat than a possession guy, just a guy that can stretch the field vertically. Just a good outlet for a big play. As a receiving core this year, we really wanted to be a bigger part of the offense than we have in the past. I came here and we ran the ball mainly, but now we're about 50-50, which is where we want to be. Just as a core this year, we just decided that we really needed to step up our participation in the offense, and I think we have. The first 3 weeks have really made defenses respect our deep threat a little more and back up, so I've been able to run, like you said, the little outs and the slants that can keep them honest, which is good. It definitely enhances my game when I can go short and deep instead of just one or the other. I consider us more of a balanced attack this year. We're definitely a run play action team. Our passes are based off a run, but we are more 50-50 now. I really like the coaching staff a lot. That was a huge decision in coming here, and then just the overall college as a whole. The opportunities to be in other organizations besides football was a big factor for me, such as like student government and I really enjoyed the campus. It's a smaller campus, but it provides many opportunities with great education as well. I'm working on a degree in economics and history right now. I want to join the military after college for a little bit and just see where that road leads me. It really does just house a great sense of community, and it challenges you to grow, not only academically, spiritually, but just it matures you, I think, much faster than a larger university can, because you're on such a smaller scale. It's much more individualized, and you have to put forth more effort in order to succeed here than you do at a larger state university.
Welcome back to the BSC Football Review. Landrum Roberts, once again joined by head coach Eddie Garfinkel. Coach, this past weekend, the 11th ranked team in all of America, Wesley College, comes into Panther Stadium. You knew it would be tough. You went up to Delaware, fought hard last year in the loss, but this was a different team, and boy, they came out ready to play on Saturday.
Yeah, and we kind of told our team going into this game that last year we played them tough up there, and you can tell they weren't ready to play us a year ago, but we definitely got their A game this time, and they're a good football team, great program. They got really good athletes, and we made some mistakes and beat ourselves, but it just kind of snowballed in the first quarter. So kind of glad to get them off our schedule and go to people that were a little little more equal to, you know. So it was a tough afternoon.
Yeah, people who don't understand Division III football and don't follow it that closely, Wesley College, a powerhouse. They're there every year. 8 straight years they've gone to the playoffs. 5 of those years, the semifinals. So this is no slouch by any means. And you're right. Let's go ahead and get them off the schedule.
That's right. You know, I tell you, it was a good experience playing them. Mike Drass does a great job with their program, and it was good for our players. Like I said, unfortunately, they got after us pretty good, and we didn't show up like we wanted to.
Murphy's Law can be overused, the term that's overused, but Saturday here at Panther Stadium, it was Murphy's Law in effect. The first quarter, they put up 37 points. 21 of those points off turnovers. You have the bad snap there early in the first quarter. It goes over Hagan's head for the safety. Just could never get in a rhythm offensively or defensively, and by the time you looked up, it was 37-0.
Right. Well, I tell you, just like in the LaGrange game where our special teams kind of set the tone, and then even the Stetson game where, we blocked an extra point in a field goal. Kicking game is so important, and then the bad snap early in the game kind of deflated us, and then for 2 games in a row we've had turnovers for touchdowns, and we've got to eliminate that. So our coaches are working hard and trying to see what we need to correct to make sure that doesn't happen anymore. And so we just got to get better as a football team.
All right, bright spots to take away from the game. Marquise Pratt, kid from Eglin Air Force Base down in Niceville, Florida, had 2 touchdowns. It was good to see Marquise getting in the end zone.
Right, Marquise is a H-back, so he and Matt Hansford rotate in, and plus we play him at tailback some. So he's done a really good job for us. He's a solid player, junior, and a leader of our team, so he's playing well right now.
All right, well, you jump back into conference play, really the rest of the season. These are the games that matter when it comes to defending your Southern Athletic Association title. You head up to Swanee, you play the Tigers. You had them last year here. They run a flex bone, whatever you want to call it, wing bone. It's something that's very hard to prepare for. Talk about how tough it is for you to prepare for that and simulate that style of offense in practice.
Well, we have not done well against Swanee the last couple of years since Coach Lauren D took over the program. He's done a heck of a job. Their players play hard. The wishbone, flexbone, whatever, they control the football and eat up the clock and control the time of possession. And we have not been able to, get stops and get the ball to our offense. And the last 2 games that we played them, our offense has not been consistent in controlling football. So it's kind of snowball. We were fortunate to beat them 2 years ago up there, and of course they came in and dominated us last year. So we've got our hands full, and we're going to have to regroup, and hopefully our players understand the challenge. And it's a tough conference game for us, and we're just going to have to just get ready to go.
A nice little storyline for this game. In the offseason, you hire one of their assistant coaches away. How much of that is an advantage for you as a coaching staff as far as personnel and realizing who you're going up against?
Well, Coach Taylor was up there, and he knows a lot about their players and their defense and their offense, and pretty much that is an advantage somewhat, but it doesn't matter if we don't go out and get after folks and play with the intensity and passion that we have a couple times this year, then it doesn't really matter as far as the X's and O's go. We're more worried about our guys and our team, and that's kind of what we're focused on.
All right, so you try to pick up win number 2 in the conference coming up this Saturday, 1 o'clock at Swanee. Best of luck to you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Landon.
When we come back, we'll be joined by Birmingham Southern faculty liaison, Dr. Jack Taylor. All of that and more as the BSC Football Review continues right after this.
You know what you gotta do, so let's go do it. Let's go! Go hard on 3, go hard on 3, 1, 2, 3, go hard!
Here come the Panthers. On first down, Callahan wants to throw again. Birmingham Southern thinking screen, read it beautifully, and the play will lose 1 yard. Beecham looking to throw. He does so. He's got Vermillier, who gets his feet in bounds at the 44-yard line. On the handoff, it's Bird. And he's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. Panther defense hits somebody there. Read option. They're going to throw it. Wide open, Vermillier. From its own 24, play action, going deep, wide open, Tyler Johnson, and it's good for a Panther first down.
Hands it off. Pratt. He's in. Touchdown, Panthers.
Southeast Urgent Care, located in Fultondale, Alabama, is owned and operated by former BSC baseball player and alumnus Dr. Paul Roberts. Dr. Roberts is board certified in emergency medicine and has over 10 years' experience in the busiest emergency rooms in Alabama. Dr. Roberts and his staff are able to provide high-quality medical care in a state-of-the-art facility with digital x-ray and on-site lab testing. Southeast Urgent Care is able to provide the care you want at the time you need and with a friendly attitude that will make you feel like you're not just another patient.
With the new mobile deposit feature through the America's First banking app, depositing a check is easier than posting a latte pic. Just photograph the check, confirm the amount, and send. Best of all, mobile deposit is free at America's First Federal Credit Union.
There's a new team in town, Express Oil Change. And Tire Engineers have teamed up as Birmingham's premier automotive service centers. You've trusted Express Oil Change for over 30 years for the best mechanical service for your vehicles. And now we've joined with Tire Engineers to offer the best selection of name brand tires. Come see the new team at any of our convenient Birmingham locations today for the best service and tires for your vehicle. Performed by the professionals you trust. Express Oil Change and Tire Engineers.
Welcome back to the BSC Football Review. Landrum Roberts now being joined by Birmingham Southern College faculty liaison Dr. Jack Taylor. And Dr. Taylor, your role with not only the Birmingham Southern football program but Birmingham Southern athletics as a whole cannot be undervalued for what you do.
Well, thank you. Each of our sport team, well, back up, our student athletes are students first and athletes second. And each of our sports team has a dedicated faculty member that works with the team. For support, academic support, tutoring, to get them familiar with the professors and to break that ice between the fear of college students might have with talking to professors. And so what I do, I work primarily with the football team. And as faculty liaison, I'm there for academic support. I'm not an athlete, never have been an athlete. I'm a fan of the students as much as I am of the football team, the football program. And so I work with the football players primarily in academic for tutoring kinds of things, study habits, study skills to make sure they're maintaining their grades. And we get some academic All-Americans, we get 4.0 students, athletes, and that's not bad at Birmingham Southern. In fact, it's quite good. Our school, as we know, has an awful high academic standards and reputation. And so we stress the academics and the grades of our student athletes.
Well, when people think about you as a faculty liaison to the football program, they don't think about all the hours that you spend on that chartered bus riding with the team to every single game.
Yeah.
Home or away, you're there.
Right, that's right. I ride the bus. We rode. We were in Florida last week. I was on the bus for about 11 hours total. And it's all about the students, supporting the student athlete, letting them know that the faculty cares at Birmingham Southern. And it's demanding. I put a reasonable amount of time involved at traveling at the games, attending the games, and then outside the games, we're at the study hall and just being there for the students.
Well, I know this is your favorite portion of the show each and every week. It's our Panther Scholar Athlete of the Week, and this week it's junior Hunter Mims.
Hunter's a outstanding young man, math major, and he's been an academic All-American. He exemplifies the concept of the student athlete.
All right. Well, our Panther Scholar Athlete of the Week, once again, junior defensive end, Hunter Mims.
My name's Hunter Mims, number 98, defensive end. I'm from Northside High School in Northside, Alabama. He definitely brings a lot of intensity to the defense. We gate on every play, which is we always make sure we're running to the ball after every play. You know, you got to make sure you're focused on if the guy gets loose, somebody's got to be there to make the tackle. We're always trying to bring a lot of intensity out there. Well, we're coming off a tough game. You know, we're just getting ready. We're taking it one game at a time. Right now, we're focused on Swanee. That's what we're worried about, is just making sure we come out ready to play this Saturday and ready to go out there and get a conference win. Dr. Taylor, he's always there to help us out with, you know, everything we do as far as academics. He's there to make sure we can succeed in whatever field we choose to be in. If we have any kind of questions, no matter what our major is, we can always go to Dr. Taylor, and he's ready to do whatever he can to help us. He makes sure that, you know, obviously you got to be going to class, paying attention. He makes sure that we're always taking notes. We know who we can go talk to within our major to really help us out if we have any specific questions. And he's always talking to the teachers and making sure, you know, we're doing what's got to be done in the classroom, and then making sure that if we have any questions, he can do whatever he can to help us. But right now, I'm a math major, planning on getting a pre-engineering degree and then going on to an engineering school. I'd like to do some kind of engineering, whether it's probably electrical is what I'm looking at right now, some kind of electrical engineering. I'd say that, you know, this school, they really focus on doing what they can to help you out. All the professors want to see you succeed in whatever your field is. The classes, the professors really focus on you. There's a smaller classroom size, so you can always go talk to the professor whenever you need help with something. They can always explain something. They have a lot of office hours set up just for you personally to, you know, come in and ask any kind of questions you have about whatever's covered in the class.
That was junior defensive end Hunter Mims, your Birmingham Southern Panther Scholar Athlete of the Week. So the 3-1 Birmingham Southern Panthers jump back into conference play this week as they travel north to take on the Swanee Tigers. Kickoff is set for 1 p.m. For all of us here at Birmingham Southern College, I'm Landrum Roberts. We'll see you next week.
Brought to you by Pepsi, always refreshing. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Alabama. When your health care is protected, you can focus on being you. The Greater Birmingham Convention and Visitors Bureau. Greenland Barbecue. Ain't nothing like 'em nowhere. Express Oil Change and Service Center. Turn to us. America's First Federal Credit Union. Refreshingly unbanked life. Southeast Urgent Care at Fultondale. Providing healthcare needs for BSC athletes. Tire Engineers. If we don't take care of our customers, someone else will. St. Vincent Sports Medicine, taking care of the healthcare needs of BSC athletics. Alabama Power, always on. And by Limbaugh Toyota, home of the lifetime powertrain warranty.